Hello, and welcome to my first ever video on YouTube. Well, my first ever long video, I guess. Long story short, my Etsy really needs an upgrade, and I thought it'd be a really good idea to make a 1 week challenge out of it. So I made this video because I wanted to give myself a reason to improve my Etsy and to work on my shop more than just like boring work, right? Because I am so like nobody's holding me to improve my Etsy store, and I know that I should be seeing it more as work, but I really struggle when there's not some kind of immediate gratification, and I hate taking product photos, I hate writing up all the listings, so I have just been putting it off forever and ever. So I thought that making this video, something that I really wanted to do, something that I found fun, would encourage me to actually do the work that I'm supposed to do for my business, my job. So, you know, we're here. What I really wanted to do was first improve my packaging because it has been not good, shall we say? Like, it's fine, my packaging's fine, but it doesn't do anything for my reputation, for my shop, for my customers. Like, I love my customers a lot and I want to give them the best kind of experience that I can, being as small as I am. And I definitely wasn't putting any effort in like I should have been, like I want to. So we're going to improve that. And we are also going to create higher value items because right now in my shop, I sell mostly individual stickers. I sell a few other high value items too. I have some bags, I have some coasters, but my stickers are the things that sell most often. But they are kind of a waste of time. Not like because I don't like them, but because they make so little money that it's almost costing me money to send them to people. And although I love that my customers love my sticker designs because I really like making stickers, it's not gonna be good for my shop long term. So I wanted to make a higher value like sticker pack instead of just posting an individual sticker every couple of weeks. If I make like a whole sticker pack for a fandom, which is what I ended up doing, I'm hoping that I won't see a drop in sales as much, and then I'll be able to sort of like build larger value sales off of that. So I won't be losing as much money, and it'll also help my customers get more value out of their, out of their purchases. Because if I'm selling like 6 stickers in a pack, I can sort of price each individual sticker in that pack a little bit less overall because I'm not losing as much on like the transaction fees. Because if you imagine selling 6 stickers all in one transaction is having the same transaction fee as selling 6 stickers individually. So like that transaction fee kind of adds up. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it makes sense in my head. So yeah, anyway, thank you for listening to me, and I hope you enjoy my 1 week Etsy improvement self-improvement challenge. So I had no idea where to start. I, sat down, I scrolled on Pinterest for a bit and I looked for some inspiration. I found that a lot of people put business cards, and I don't have a business card, so I decided to make one. Obviously, I have to actually draw something. So I drew my persona, of course, because I love her so much and she is like my face on the internet, essentially. Look at my really definitely coloring in real time there. Definitely didn't forget to save the drawing process for that one. But yeah, I just wanted to make some cute art to go on the front of it, For the design itself, I made it on Canva. I made some little icons for my socials. I painted those. You can see them on screen. My little test print here was just on regular paper. And then I used my Cricut to cut out my final prints. I had to like feed, like, because I couldn't print double-sided on paper to cut out on, so I had to like feed it back through my printer, and it was kind of scuffed, but I think they came out all right. They came out aligned pretty well, so it wasn't a big issue. I really like how these turned out. I think that when I make more, I want to buy some thicker card because they are a little bit flimsy, as you can see in the video. But I mean, for homemade business cards, I think they're pretty good. I quite like them. And just to add on to what I was already doing, I made these really simple little freebie stickers, really small little versions of my persona, same drawing that's on the business card, but I just wanted to give something back to my customers. I'm very happy with how these little freebies turned out though. I can definitely do more, but I think these little additions just really like add some oomph to my orders, you know? So for the next portion, I'm just gonna jump into a speed paint because it's the easiest way to show you what I've done. But I have been trying to get more into like traditional sketching lately, so I decided to start doing my Pokemon stickers in my sketchbook. So you can see me like on Procreate cutting out my sketches and lining them digitally. I don't know, I was out with my friends in the park celebrating the end of their third year and the end of my second year while I was drawing these, so I was having a pretty good time, and I think that reflects in my drawings because I managed to get all eight of them done in that hour we were in the park. It was really quite nice, to be honest. I wish I took more images from my sketchbook. But yeah, no, I'm lining them all and I'm coloring them and I'm trying to keep a cohesive kind of style between them. I really liked how these turned out. I think the line work is really nice. I had to kind of blend my regular, very sketchy, very I wouldn't call it loose, but definitely a little bit more painterly style, with something a bit more structured, like with cell shading and stuff and smooth brushes, because when you're making stickers and printing a lot of things out, a lot of different color variation and a lot of different texture is not great, because it kind of my cutting machine kind of struggles to cut out the shapes if they're too textured, and then when they print, if there's too many different colors, it looks a bit whack. So you know, I just had to limit what I was doing. But yeah, you can see I stuck mostly to my original sketches, though I did deviate a little bit, especially with Umbreon, because his face looked like whack. I don't know if you saw the sketch, but like I was trying to do like him matching up with Espeon, so like he was looking under her and it looked kind of weird, and I was thinking like, I don't know, I don't think I just didn't look very good, so I changed it to this, and I think he looks really cute. He looks angry, and like he's trying to be threatening, but in like a cute way, because you know he's just evolution. I don't usually do these little blush lines, but I thought it was kind of cute, because it's kind of like anime. I don't know. And I had to redraw Leafeon's ears because I didn't realize that I drew them wrong until I got to coloring, but it's okay. I think these turned out really cute. I was flipping back and forth between my original drawings a lot because I was trying to make sure that the styles matched up. I think I did a pretty good job. You know, when you see my pony stickers in a second, you'll see that the styles between these ones and the pony stickers aren't exactly the same, but it was more important to me to have a cohesive style between like the individual packs rather than having like a cohesive style in my shop and my products overall, because I think that making sure that all of the Pokemon looked the same rather than making sure the Pokemon looked the same as the ponies, which was a lot more effort because they're different franchises and the character designs are like based on completely different philosophies, so it would have been really tricky. I think my favorite is probably Jolteon, to be honest, as he's coming up. Like, I put, to be fair, my partner's favorite Pokemon is Jolteon, so I put a lot of special love to make sure it looked good, but I really like how they turned out. I think, especially with like the purple little like paw, I think that was really cute. I liked that a lot. But yeah, I think Espeon was cute too. Sylveon was cute. But not my favorite, to be honest. I think Jolteon definitely my favorite out of these ones. These are the finished designs for all 8 evolutions. Yeah, as I said, I really like Jolteon. I just thought that I would, you know, put them all out in front of you because the speed paint can be kind of overwhelming. Yeah, I hope you like them, and now I am going to move on to the main 6 stickers. These I took a slightly different approach. I sketched them digitally first, and because I haven't drawn ponies. Like, I used to be such a big fan of My Little Pony, but I haven't drawn ponies in like quite a while. So I just wanted to sketch some random pony poses before I decided which pony would, you know, be attached to them. And I think this really helped because, like, looking at this, I think you can totally tell which ponies are like gonna end up being which. But like, I didn't really have any idea until like this point, when I started drawing Twilight, which ones were gonna be which. I really like these ones. I think that I struggled a little bit considering I haven't drawn any My Little Pony fan art in quite a while. But you know, they ended up cute. They ended up cute. I struggled a little bit. Rarity's main was giving me ag because you can see me drawing it. I don't know how to draw curls, but it's okay. You know, we move. Yeah, I also struggled a bit with these because I had to like I had to go back. Oh, I'm freaking out. I had to go back and like add more line variation to the line art because they ended up looking quite a bit flat because I've been really struggling to find a balance between my usual style and a style that works better for stickers. Like, yeah, Pinkie Pie's face. I didn't like it at first. But yeah, like it's really hard when, if you look at some of my other work, I have very painterly style. It's really hard to kind of adapt that to something that's going to look good on a smaller scale. And I have made a lot of painterly stickers before. They can be very good, but for these like fan art kind of things, I wanted the designs to be really clear and I wanted them to be really cute, and I just didn't think that I could get that out of my personal style, especially because I wanted to do this in 1 week as well. Like, one painting would probably take me as long as it did to make all 6 of these ponies, just for one. Like, there was no way I was gonna get all 6 done plus the Pokemon plus the business cards in a week if I didn't simplify my style quite a bit. You can see me going back in and adding some of the line weight. One of my friends told me, they pointed it out, that my usual style has a lot of line weight, and that's probably why I wasn't really sure why I didn't like it. And they were definitely right, because I really hated these up until I realized that that was the problem, and then they, you know, it started to pop a bit more. I really like them. I'm really happy with how they turned out, considering I was feeling really rushed by this point and I was feeling really down because I was getting a bit burnt out, I think, by just the amount of drawing I had to do. For this challenge. I don't think you can really tell though. I think the quality of my drawings stay quite consistent, and I was quite ready to change things if I didn't like them, because I have a habit of just leaving something that looks like shit because I'm too lazy to redraw it. But yeah, I think my favorite one out of these, I don't know, I think my favorite one out of these is Twilight. I think she has such like a cute, simple pose. I think her wings look really nice. She has such a cute face. I really like this one. I think Twilight is probably my favorite. But yeah, these are the finished designs. I think they're all very strong in their own right. And yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much to say. I didn't really go very far out with how I designed them, but I think they all have a lot of personality, and I'm really happy with how well they turned out, considering that I was really not used to drawing ponies for this one. So after drawing, I obviously have to start making. And this went pretty smoothly because I already have a lot of experience in sticker making, of course, because I've been running my Etsy for a little bit now, so I have some of the skills already. I didn't have to do very much research. For some reason, I did have this happen. My printer just decided to start printing again on another sheet of paper, so I wasted 2 sheets of sticker paper. I don't know how this happened, but I thought I should share because, what the fuck? This was my first attempt at the sticker packs, and they all turned out pretty good, except for Rarity. She's quite blue, so I fixed it, and she's still a little bit blue, but you can see more of her purple coming through, and I think when I put the laminate on, it'll be better. But I just wanted to show you I fixed it. I also had this issue with both packs, the Pokemon and the ponies, where because they were so tightly crammed together, because I was trying to fit so many stickers on one sheet, that every time I would print them there would be like a different set that would just like fuse together, which was so annoying. I made a couple choices when I was physically like printing these stickers out. For most of my stickers, I use this kind of like shimmery rainbow laminate, but for these ones, I kind of made a mistake because I forgot to order my rainbow laminate and I didn't have enough for all of the sticker packs, and I didn't want some of them to be different, so I decided to just have all of them be like regular glossy instead of have like a rainbow sheen to them, which I'll show an example of what I mean by a rainbow sheen on the screen of some of my other stickers. But I'm kind of sad about this because I think that it really elevates the sticker a little bit. People really like that kind of sparkly effect, but like I wouldn't have been able to make this video on time if I had waited for some of that rainbow laminate to come in. And also, I find rainbow laminate really difficult to get hold of, so it was kind of just, it was unlikely for me to be able to make a lot more of these packs if I used my special laminate on all of them, which is really a shame because it would honestly look so good, but until I can find a good place to supply me like more than 25 sheets of laminate at a time, it's not feasible for me to use the laminate for all of my stickers, especially when I'm selling like so many at once. Which is a shame, but I think they still turned out pretty good considering they aren't quite as attractive as some of the other stickers I've made in the past from that reason. I think some people will probably prefer that though. It's all down to personal preference at the end of the day. I hope you've enjoyed the background footage for this. I find watching people pick stickers off of mats really satisfying. Yeah, this is my first long form video, so I really hope this plus my ramblings isn't like super boring, but I'll just have to find out, I guess. So coming into the end of the video, I designed these really cute little labels for the Pokemon sticker packs in Canva. I'm a little bit of a Canva warrior, I put my hands up. I did the same for the pony sticker packs. You'll see after this little segment what those ones look like. But yeah, I just printed these out on some craft card, and I obviously, as you can see in the video, I'm hand folding them and stapling them all to the packets myself. I think that packaging for stuff like sticker packs is so important, so I didn't want to be lazy about it. So yeah, I designed all custom packaging. Each of my sticker packs are gonna have their own custom packaging and everything. And I hope that I'll get better at it the more that I do it, you know, which is surely gonna be the case. But yeah, no, making these has been really fun. It's been nice to make a sort of different product from what I usually would, and honestly, now that I felt really burnt out in the middle, but now that it's over, I'm feeling more creative and like energized to make stuff than ever. It might be partially because I've finished uni now for my, well, finished uni now for the summer, still got a year left, but like I finished uni now, so I have way more free time, and I think throwing myself into a project like this helped me start my summer off right, because you know how it'd be, you know, I'm sure every artist that's in school or in uni feels the same. Like, we get to summer and we have all these big ideas, and then we just sit on our asses and play Overwatch all day, which is definitely not what I did today. Definitely not. But yeah, all I really have to do now is take product photos and post them to Etsy and get people to buy them. Which product photos are easy. Product photos are easy. I'll show you the product photos that I made. But getting people to buy them is the hardest bit because I really don't have control over that. So I hope all this effort that I went to isn't for waste, but I can't really tell. I can't really tell until they're posted, so you know. So overall, I think I succeeded in what I started out to do. You know, originally I wanted to do more stickers and I wanted to do another bag design, but I overestimated my abilities as someone, like, you know, I just finished my second year of uni. I'm not used to doing all of this stuff like full time, and I kind of thought that I would be able to get more than I could done. I think that's natural though. I think that happens, and I'll just be more prepared for next time, I guess. But I'm still happy with what I managed to do. I think that I really improved my packaging. I think the little business cards and the free little sticker are really cute, and they really help me connect with my customers a bit more. And I am so proud of my sticker packs. They are both fandoms that I really, really love, so I really enjoyed making them. I don't usually enjoy, you know, drawing so much. Like it was a lot. I was very, very productive and very fast, but they don't feel super rushed. I definitely was feeling very negative in the middle, especially about my pony sticker pack, because I was a little bit burnt out in the middle of the week. But I think looking back on it, I did a really good job. I did a really good job on those. I really like them. I'm gonna say it. I don't want to blow smoke up my own ass or anything, but I like them. I like them a lot. Um, I do want to do more in the future, and I wish that I could have done more. I wanted to do a Pride pack for Pride Month. I wanted to do an Overwatch pack because my Overwatch stickers are my massive, massive bestsellers, but I will get round to that. Just not right now. I don't really have much else to say, but thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I am hoping to make more videos. I don't have any ideas yet, but we move. We move. Obviously my Etsy will be linked down below. This entire video has kind of been a plug for my Etsy, so I do apologize if it's come off that way. Just a small part of my intentions, really, if I have to be honest. But yeah, goodbye!